Okay. So, good evening, Mr. Jeffrey Halford. How are you?
Not bad. A little jet lag, but I'm okay.
Okay. Thank you for making some time free for Roestijn.
It's not a
Until
problem.
today, one of the well-visited Belgian Dutch music website. But that I think you know.
Yeah, it's a great site.
Yeah. Let's have a few words about last year, the year of the pandemic. How did you deal with it? Was it hard for you?
Well, I was writing a lot of songs. So it kind of gave me a time to, I don't think a lot of artists, for me, I like the creative process. So instantly I was like, well, I can spend more time songwriting instead of always hustling out playing live. So I dug into it, I started writing a lot. And
you took the free time as...
Yeah,
That's
but also a time to kind of look at America and be kind of sad on the way that the people were dealing with it,
Did you write other kind of songs or the same songs that you used to write?
Yeah, I was writing...
Because you had more time to think over it, to reflect things?
No, I wasn't doing long epic pieces. No. I was just writing what comes out,
Yeah.
I don't like to think about it too much, writing, but I'll go down, I'll start noodling around, and then stuff starts coming out,
Did it change your life views after the pandemic? Do you think another...
Well, I couldn't work for a while, I couldn't work much, and but you try to like Muhammad Ali says, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. So I just was trying to, deal with it and try to make something positive out of it.
Now you're back in Europe. This is the first date of your...
Yeah, it's the first date of the tour. Yeah.
Was the reboot, coming back again, touring again, a kind of release, a feeling better?
It feels good. It feels good to be back out, meeting people like you guys.
Yeah. And what do you expect from the tour? I know.
Not much.
I ask
no, I mean
you're booking about every day, so that means that a lot of people are waiting for you.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so.
Sure.
I think people are people are ready to come out. So, and we're ready to play. So, what do I expect to get out of my tour? I'm back doing what I love.
Yes,
that's what it's all about, really. Of course, everybody's trying to gain more popularity and all the business.
Yeah, business as usual.
Right.
Yeah. We stopped about last year. We go to your music. Mr. Fields, you are from Texas, I think, but you live in LA. Is that correct?
No, I was born in Dallas.
And Dallas is...
In Dallas, Texas.
Texas.
I was young. And then my dad packed up and left, and I grew up in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And then when I was about end of high school, we moved up to Northern California, San Francisco.
Yeah.
So that was kind of my journey.
Yes.
And it was a good musical journey. I mean, I got a little of the Texas taste, and then I got I was kind of in the heart of 70s rock. When I was in LA. It was pretty incredible. And my brother was, Leon Russell, Jimi Hendrix freak, and so that was a good... And then the Doors were always happening, and it was really something. And that music holds up pretty nicely.
Yeah.
Not that I'm trying to take it to new places, but,
You're talking about, correctly, a journey, a musical journey, but that means that it started somewhere. Or do you say, I was in a bit destined to become a musician?
That's a good question. Yeah, because you
always... Was it because of your family, your environment, or...
Yeah, my environment was... My dad was like a big band freak.
Oh.
And he was Ray Charles, big band, He grew up in Vancouver. So he was on the tour. He was in the area where all like Louis Jordan and all Stan Kenton and all those type of heavy band, real music stuff coming out there. So he was a music freak. He taught me how to listen. And then my brother he's 5 years older. My brother's always been like on the musical prowl for, So he always liked, he was, of course.
So you knew that you wanted to become a musician?
No,
not
I didn't.
directly, no.
I didn't like that, no. I wasn't like, it just started to happen, when I was in college, I started playing in a band.
Yeah.
We were playing like Bo Diddley, a lot of surf music, and blues. I mean, in San Francisco area, and in like the 80s, it was pretty great, But I was around blues, country, rock, everything. So once I got in a band, I started playing, then I realized, hey, this could happen.
Sure.
We had at one point, we had somebody interested in us, and he had, Elliot Mazer, I think he just passed away, but he produced Harvest, Neil Young's album.
Mm-hmm.
So he liked our band, and and then we started to get a record contract.
Was the start.
Yeah, that was the start, and then but then I started kind of getting in. I started writing some decent songs, and then that's really when it started to happen. If you can see, you can write. And when I was writing my songs, I was like, hey, I could, what was that famous movie with a boxer? I could have been a contender. You kind of feel like you're a contender. Mm-hmm. I was like, wow. So I felt confident in my writing, and it was a great process for me. That's when I felt I could do this, know. And then of course the endless journey of trying to get good on guitar, which is I'm going to be doing it until I'm, in the pine box. There's so many good guitarists, but I had a knack for a guitar. I'm not a virtuoso guitar player in any way, but I've got a thing going on. It's pretty fun.
I will tell you what I read about your guitar playing.
All right.
Because I've done a lot of reading, listening, trying to find details about the guy in front of me. So
thank you.
I want to be prepared. Whenever I do an interview, that's the same way. Something that Los Angeles Weekly, that's I think internet site or
that's
paper.
It's the big rag down there. It's
they wrote about your style. Mr. Halford is one of the best voices in Americana today. I wrote it. But you prefer to name it rock and roll country soul.
Yeah.
Why that difference of why do you look in another way to what you're doing?
Americana
it's too large, no?
Yeah, well they do. Americana includes like bluegrass and wide ranges. Everything.
I always say when they don't know what, they call it Americana.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if I like the term Americana, if it's a trinket or something, Uncle Sam, but I don't think it. So I coined rock and roll country soul.
Yeah.
Because that's country. That kind of like it. That's what I'm going after.
It's a mix of styles.
Yeah, kind of that.
Like the most musicians play. That's not. You cannot put them in one specific. Okay.
We were exposed to. I mean, I was always like it was always country and soul and blues and rock and roll, and it was just always there, and you're kind of like a tornado,
And I read also something about your guitar playing. In his guitar playing, emotions are very important if you want to define his style. You say that you said that you are not the great guitar player, but everybody says you can feel what he had in his head when he plays the guitar.
Yeah,
it's perfect. That was a correct. Beautiful.
Yeah, I mean that's nice. Yeah, I don't know who wrote that, but thank you very much.
I don't know who
that's
wrote
what you
it.
try. I think all.
I
think a saxophone player or any musician's trying to get that there. That's nice.
You have been talking about your songwriting during the pandemic days, but is for you songwriting a process or something that you do at moments or every day or whenever it comes into your head? I have an idea, and you. How does the process works?
I try to stay disciplined.
Yeah.
A lot of the good songwriters they're very they look at it like a job.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that you only write on specific moments or specific
specific moments. I mean, no, I try to stay at it, you know, like nose to the grindstone, stay at it maybe, you know, 2-3 times a week. I'm trying to write something. Sometimes I get into a creative mode where I'm just, you write one, and then you
the
keep,
second come.
just you kind of get an idea, or maybe, you know, like on that album West Toward South, I was co-writing with Don Zimmer, who's a you know, he's a buddy / has a record label. So I that's the first time I've been co-writing, and that was really nice. But most of the stuff I write is on my own.
That's inspires you when you.
I got older, and I was always very kind of righteous, thinking I just want to write the songs myself. I don't want to collaborate.
Yeah, correct.
And then I started to, and I tried it. And against my own will, I tried it, and and I got along with him really well, Don Zimmer, and we started writing some good stuff. I was, you know, that's the thing. If you have a friendship,
when you finish a song, who is the man? Who is the one that says yourself? Maybe that's a good song.
Yeah, you have to feel.
Do you ask someone, please listen, and what do you think about it or no? It's your own opinion.
That's a good question.
It's your own opinion that makes the song.
Well, no, yeah. Generally, it's my own opinion. If I think the song is, you know, if I want to finish it, you know, and if I finish the song, I've written, you know, I think I've written a lot of crap. So I still try to finish the crap. I think finishing it for me has helped me become a better songwriter. So then I've had a bunch of songs I've written. No, that one's gone. I'm not going to use it. But there's songs that I write, and I know I love it, and I think it's really good, and but then I will, yes, like I'd go to a guy like you or somebody that I respect in music, like I'll go to my.
Or you must play it for the public.
No,
not.
Crowd response is overrated.
Oh yeah,
that whole thing. You know, I don't. But yeah, that's nice. It's nice if the crowd loves it. That's not going to stop me from. You know, if they didn't love it and I thought it was good, I'd continue with what I was doing. Absolutely. But I go around to people that are real music listeners. That's what I do. Like my brother and I, he's going to tell me straight. I'll go to my bandmates.
And you can trust
I'll go to Adam. I have like 5 people I go to lately. I have a friend in England. We grew up listening to music together, so I'll send something to her, I'll send something to my, so I got like 5 people I kind of go around and see what they say.
Okay, I got from Freddie, I think all your CDs to listen.
Wow.
I tried to do it, I did it.
Them all.
I did it, but...
Oh my God, did you really?
One general question, one general remark. You made a lot of CDs on all those years, more than 10, 15? Between 10 and 15 years
I think 10 or 11 now. 10,
so that means...
But I've been releasing a few singles too.
Yeah, that means that you have always a lot of inspiration to make a new one.
How can you not have it, right?
Yeah.
With all the beautiful women and you know... And all the, you know, because there's so many subjects you can write. Lately, I've had good luck with songs that are like brothers and sisters of other songs. That's been kind of a new little inspiration for me. Where one song I'll write and I'll be like, oh, I'll continue that idea. So the song has offspring.
Am I right when I say that there's not, it's difficult to, there's not a great difference between your first and your the latest CDs? I mean, in the beginning I have tasted more country, but over the whole, you're staying always in the same, how they say, mood, the same style, good style, a personal style.
Yeah, that's kind of me, you know, that's what I do. But I think I have I've tried that album called West Toward South.
Yes.
I branched out and did more. It was a story album, you know, and some of the music was more experimental. I thought, you know, there's a song called that I did with violin and vocal only, and it was called Geronimo.
Okay.
It's a weird song, and I wasn't going to put it on, but I ended up liking it later. So yeah, I'm trying to evolve, man. I'm trying to evolve. So the new, I've been dipping into some more kind of soul stuff that I'll do tonight. Got a couple new soul tunes.
Great.
And but I always like the dirty blues.
You don't
and the rock
have
and roll.
specific. You don't have specific albums that you say that are for me milestones, better albums. No. When you have to choose yourself in the list.
Yeah, that's a good question too.
An album.
I like that new one, Lo-Fi Dreams, that I put out.
That's a 2017 album.
Yeah, Lo-Fi Dreams.
Dreams.
It had some. You make the albums, and it's if it's recorded properly and the magic is right, that one kind of had some real nice magic on it. So did West Toward South, but that was my last record. And I was just finished. I promoted the heck out of that and toured and all that.
Yeah, last month I think Sun Valley Records have released your third single, "Walk to the River." It's a great song about I think the problem of the immigration.
Absolutely.
Why is
that was an inspiration?
Yeah.
To
Why
was
is
asking
that,
in the pandemic.
That problem so near to your heart?
Well, I'm coming over here.
Yeah.
All the refugees coming in and all the people trying to get in. And it's just, to me, that was just to see people that are like, please come, some countries, and some countries are like, absolutely not. That's interesting. But you know what America was based on, with immigration,
I know your last president.
Yeah, he's
I
an
don't.
idiot.
I don't want to name his name, but
No, he's
we're
an
talking
idiot,
about
but
the
it's
same
fine.
guy.
But we have freedom of speech. We can say our
yeah,
opinion.
but
Yeah, he didn't read the Constitution, and he needs to go over to the Statue of Liberty and read the words on the statue. But it's a more complex situation now with there's so many people. There's so many people, so there has to be some sort of a different alternative to how to deal with people. But overall, I think everyone counts, man. We got to help people out. Everyone counts. It's very important.
You can't expect from us that we can let the whole world enter to, in your case, the States or we in Europe. We can't.
Right. Well, here in
we
America,
must help them in their country.
But there are a lot of their countries are just shattered and they can't even go back. They'll just get killed.
No, they don't have anything to lose. I always say.
Yeah. Well, it's a complex situation, but I like my that song focused in a little bit on in California. Basically the Latino community carries the state. One of the only reasons the state is great is because all the Latinos. They do all the work in the kitchens everywhere,
and very cheap.
Very cheap.
Yeah.
And they work way harder than your standard.
And they work hard because they can't refuse any.
But they're all farmers too. They come in, and they're kind people. So for me in America, there's a huge amount of wealth, and there's a huge amount of land. There's something we can work out. So I'm not going to solve the problem. I'm just trying to.
On the song is your daughter singing also?
Yes, yeah. She sings with me on that.
She does that. Was the first time that you're
No,
working?
Both the kids. I was lucky. I had a couple kids, and they just by osmosis they are very good at music. I think from dragging around to the gigs.
Oh.
They all came to, and they were always around it, and they're both very good. So I was playing that song. And she just kind of walked in, started humming to it.
Hi, Dad. I come sing.
And then she had those cool parts.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, go. And I got her going on it. I'm like, go. And then I took her in the studio. And Adam Rossi, my buddy, he played drums and bass on that. And he gave a real gospel feel. So that's what we got. There's a video with that.
Yeah, yes.
I'll play that later tonight.
The three singles that they have brought out, they are for your new album. No. Maybe.
Yeah, Walk to the River will be on the new album, and no, not the other two. The other two are.
But we have to wait till next year for the album. No.
March 1st.
March 1st.
Yeah, and then I'll do another tour, but I don't know. You know, I have a new booking agent named Kurt. You probably know him.
Kurt de Bond.
He's great.
He was with us in the bar.
Yeah, and so he's going to book another tour when that album comes out.
Yeah, a great man to
I'll
help
see
you.
you guys
Yeah,
out
yeah.
there. Yeah.
Okay, more plans for the future, the further future? New album, new tour?
Yeah, I got the new album. I got another tour. Same old, you know, but I'll try to evolve the material to, you know, keep. I know the listeners they don't want to hear the same old.
Yeah.
They want to hear something new and fresh, and I'm trying to give them that.
Yeah. Do you have also free time that you're not busy with music, that you maybe do a strange hobby or something?
Oh, strange hobby.
Cooking, gardening, I don't know, but
Gardening.
doesn't.
I used to surf a lot, and I love doing that. But I'm a little old now. I'm not as I'm not as agile.
Not so flexible.
Yeah, exactly. Not so flexible. You got it. Man.
I got it. Yes.
And what else? What else do I like to do? You know, enjoy nature and all that. You know.
Yeah.
And what else? I love collecting. You know, I love that. One great part about coming to Europe is all the art. So I love collecting art. You know.
And then you bring them back to home, or you send them. To
I brought a
home?
couple back a couple times, but no, you know. No, I'm basically like a thrift store guy. Go to the thrift store and get stuff. But I do a little building. You know, I'm good with my hands. So I went to architecture school. So I build a little bit.
So did I, the first year.
Did you?
Yeah.
I like architecture. I love Dutch architecture.
That was the biggest failure.
Shoot, man. All right. Well, we can still look at it.
Yeah.
Right.
I can say that's a nice building. That note.
Yeah, and I like swimming.
You still have the feeling for beautiful things.
Absolutely.
Like you say, art.
Yeah, architecture. I love it. I love it, man. And I like swimming. I swim a lot. You know.
Good. I have two general questions to finish.
All right.
What was the best advice that you got from somebody?
Yeah, I always say this one. My brother one time said I was like kind of frustrated in the music industry. You know, it's very competitive, and you're. I think a lot of us feel like we're not where we want to be, and but I've progressed in better. I've progressed, so I'm happy. But what's kept me sane is when my brother said you're in control of your own art.
That's nice.
That for me, that was like that really helped me kind of like focus and yeah, that's what I do. I get down to it. I'm responsible for what this sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the best advice I ever had, because I felt, what else matters besides the good art that you're trying to make, right?
That's right. I have one last question. In times like now, I name it the dark months, the dark year, you must still have some open items on your I still want to do list. I call it like everybody the bucket list or the bucket list. Bucket list. Do you
more
have
travel? Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have still open items? Things that you once want to do, maybe people that you want to play with, or places that you want to visit? I don't know. So just
good question.
Do you have still open?
Well, I'm hoping to tour Spain. I haven't toured Spain. I just got Walk to the River. The video was released on a big website called Route 66. So I'm hoping to tour Spain and also maybe get some surf in while I'm at it down in San Sebastian. That's a thought. I want to thank Jan Janssen for the all the help that he's done for me.
Like I said, that was my last question, but still one about the set list. What do you have in your head, or do you have already on paper what you are going to play this night, or is that the fixed list, the list that you say?
I used to wing it a lot. I'd had kind of a general list, and I just grab, let's do this, let's do that, right? But now I'm going on a set list for this tour. I'm kind of, I'll do this set that I'm going to do tonight, and then I'll look at it and think, maybe you're trying to better it all the way along.
Okay, thank you again for
your very much for
roots time, and be sure that we will enjoy the show tonight. Thank you.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you.